be going into depth on this freelance. To start off, the freelance is going to be Maverick 2018, and so far I can only tell that there's really one set that's ran out of this freelance. So I'll show you how that works right now. With the point guard, shooting guard, or small forward, you're going to hold the ball in the middle of the court. You're going to have a big man pop out to the top, and this is going to be the only option. I could stay here forever, and this is basically the only play. I pass it here. That same person is going to set a down screen. I can continue to hold it, and they flip one more time. If I do decide to pass it, other big man is going to come out, and then we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So I'll pass it now. The big man comes out, and then it keeps rotating back and forth. This is a little bit of screener action. However, it's not entirely good. It's got some issues to it, but I do like the consistency with the formations. So let me get into the formations. So even though that's only one play that I've been able to find throughout this set, what I really like is the formations. They're a little bit more unique than flow, jazz, and all these other ones. So let me show you how this works. So the first thing that I'll do, the first thing that you'll notice is there's a big man trailing, and if I have the ball on one side, I can swing it to the other side and post up. I can also do the same thing, come over here, and now I can get the post up to be on the opposite side. So to give you a quick example, I'll just bring it over here, and then I'm able to get the ball into the paint. So that's the first thing. We can flip formations like this, flip formations right here. The other thing we can do is we can dribble to the wing, and that's going to cause the point guard to go to the corner, and then now the exact same thing. I can bring it all the way around, and now I have this, the player that I dribbled to is the one at the top. So I'm going to dribble to this guy, and he's going to come over to the top, and we could just change positions. Is when he's popping up, you can immediately go into a pick and roll that gets a little bit of some misdirection, a little bit of ball movement. The main thing that I like to do to start it off is when I'm dribbling the ball up the court, I'll pass it up to the wing. They're going to get the point guard to cut through, and I'm going to toss it into the paint. From here, what I can do is either post up, toss it back out. I can reset. And this formation here is actually really good if you have a shooting guard or a point guard or a small forward that can post up, like LeBron, Jason Kidd, Kobe Bryant. If you have a point guard that can post up, pay attention to when you re-enter the ball into the post. So the point guard stays in the post. He doesn't go nowhere. When I enter the ball into the post, Tim Duncan is going to be cutting towards the basket, and that's something that if you see an angle, you can hit that, and that'd be really good right there. The other thing is when you pass it out, the big man follows the ball outside, and then what you can do is you can pass it to the top and then swing it around to the other side, and then run a little bit of that similar action, just like that. Let me continue. When you have the ball in the paint, what you can do is pass it out and then swing it across to the top like we just did, or you can pass it from the paint to the top. So from the paint to the top, this is going to trigger that same exact set that we were talking about earlier. I can also, if I decide to, get my big man into the paint just like that. So that's one way to get your big man into the paint, is from here to the post. So here we go to the post, and instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is go to the set so I can show you how we can access that pretty easily. And then the point guard comes around, and we can run it just like we would like a pick and roll. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is I want to talk about the kind of motion that goes into this offense and getting that to work for you. So right here, both players are cutting. I can swing the ball across. I'm going to get another player cutting, and then I can go pick and roll now. And what this is basically saying is we're going to get a lot of movement, a lot of spacing, and I'm going to use ball screens and I'm going to use post-ups, but I'm using the motion that's going on with the offense as a way to continue to get spacing, not just having 5 out, but using this motion to get me into those things. So let me show you another example of this. So I'm going to toss it into the big man here, then to the guard, and now you're going to notice the Duncan cutting across through the paint. So let me show you that one more time. So I'm going to pass it here. And as he's coming across, that's a way for you to get inside position on players, and you can do that in various ways. Okay, so let me show you another way that I would do this. So I pass the ball to the wing like I normally do, and then on this action I'm going to pass it to the paint. Then from here, what I'm going to do is pass it to the top, pass it here, and then pass it to the post. Another thing that you can do to get your man into the paint is, say for instance, the ball's at the top, I can dribble to the top, and that's going to force whoever was the trailer into the post, and then from there I can post up. Another manipulation that you can do is just dribble at the guard that's in the post, and that's going to get you and the guard in the post to switch positions. That also gets the trailer and the guard that's on the post to also switch positions as well. So I'm going to show you anytime the ball is in the post, immediately those two switch positions, and again anytime the ball is on the wing, they switch positions again. And you can hit these if you see the defense slacking, or if you see your opponent playing off ball and not concentrating. That little trade on the weak side is actually pretty helpful. Alright, so let me show you this one. So obviously they switch positions, they do that weak side trade. I can keep my eye on that, keep my eye on it. I can hit it if I see that it's open. One thing else that I can do to get this little duck in is toss it to the top, and then as the small forward's coming across, I can pass it either to him or to that or as the power forward's coming across, I can pass it to him or to the wing. So let me show you one more time. So here he's going to get into that opposite post position, and then I'm going to go to the point guard, and then I can hit him coming across. Or what I can do is, let me show you one more time. I got to enter into the post. He's going to be on that weak side post anytime the ball's on the post. And then from here, I'm going to go to the point guard and then to the small forward, and quickly to the guy in the paint. And this gets you a little bit more of an angle. Let me show you that one more time. So this is a way for the guy to come across, and if you can't get the angle here, you swing it real quickly, and then now you're able to find that angle to get the ball in. If you're passing this from the top, you wouldn't have been able to get that in there, or you might not have been able to get that in there. So let me show you how to use this flex action to get some more ball screens. So all you do to activate this is just having the ball at the top of the guard. So what I'm going to do is just pass it to the outside, and then we're going to get this flex, this little screening action, and then I can follow up to the exact same side that I got the screen from. Let me show you the other way I would do this. So again, just have the ball at the top. Now I'm going to get that same screen. We're on the same side now, even though the player switched. And this time, instead of going to the same side, I'm going to come over to the other side and go with the ball screen. That one you want to flip the screen to make it a little bit easier. Let me show you one more time. So just dribble the ball to the top. You're going to get this screen. I can obviously take it on the same side, or let me show you the other one. So I'm dribbling the ball to the top. This triggers this screen. Now I'm going to go, instead of the same side, I'm going to go to the opposite side toward the Duncan. I'm going to lead him to the outside, pick and roll, flip the screen so that way it can be correct. And then there you go. That would be that one. So dribbling the ball to the top. Here comes the pop out, and we're going to get that screen action. After this, I can swing it across and do the same thing on this side over here. What I can also do is, if they switch and I got a small forward against the point guard, I can hit that. You even saw that there was a cut there as well, so let me show you that one more time. We're going to pass it here, allow that to screen, and then assuming that the point guard's man switched, then on this entry pass here, we're going to get that cut through by the center so he can clear her out. What you'd want to do is pass it to the dribble to the side of the guy that you want to post up. So you'll look to see, okay, who's guarding me. And I see that Steve Nash is guarding me. So what I'm going to do then is pick who I want to post up. So you got circle, you got square over there. Square is the small forward, so assuming that I want the bigger small forward, I'm going to dribble to the wing. I'm going to pass it to the trailer. He's going to dribble to the same spot that he was at. And then now I got that switch, and I can attack here, and now I got my mismatch. And then the point guard goes to the outside, spaces the floor, big man goes in the paint, and then now I can post up. If I need to re-enter, I can just re-enter the ball like this, and I'm able to attack what would be Steph Curry, Trae Young, or whoever the point guard would be. But that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.